Guess who's back?
Good morning, good afternoon,
Guess who's back?
good evening. Today I want to talk to you about something very real, something that almost every English learner experiences. Why English sounds easy in your head, but hard out loud. Maybe this has happened to you. You are listening to English. You understand. You think, yes, this is easy. I get it. But then someone looks at you and waits for an answer, and suddenly, your mind goes blank. You know the idea. You feel the answer inside you, but the words don't come out. Why does this happen? Let's talk about it. First, let me tell you something important. This does not mean your English is bad. This does not mean you are failing. This does not mean you are not learning. This is normal. Understanding English and speaking English are two different skills. Listening is passive, speaking is active, and active skills always feel harder. In your head, English feels easy because there is no pressure. No one is watching you, no one is waiting, no one is judging your pronunciation. Your brain feels safe. But when you speak out loud, everything changes. There is pressure, there is time, there is fear, and pressure changes how your brain works. Inside your head, you have time. You can think slowly. You can repeat the sentence. You can change the words. Out loud, you feel rushed. You feel like you must answer now. That pressure blocks your words. Another reason English feels easy in your head is because you don't need to be perfect. In your mind, ideas are enough. You don't need grammar. You don't need perfect pronunciation. You don't need complete sentences. But when you speak, you feel like you need all of that. So your brain tries to do too much at the same time, and it freezes. Your brain likes safety. Listening feels safe. Speaking feels risky. When the brain feels risk, it slows down. That's why you know what you want to say, but you can't say it. The idea is there. The meaning is there. But fear blocks access. Another big reason is translation. In your head, you think in Spanish. Then you translate to English. This works when you are listening. But when you are speaking, translation is too slow. Your brain cannot translate and speak at the same time. So it stops. Fluent speakers don't translate word by word. They use patterns. They use ready phrases. They use automatic expressions. That's why English feels easy for them. For example, in your head you think, I want to explain that I didn't answer because I was busy at work. That is a long thought. Out loud, you can simply say, I was busy. That is enough. Simple English is powerful. The problem is not vocabulary. The problem is overthinking. Many learners try to say everything perfectly. They want the exact word, the exact tense, the exact pronunciation. But real English is not exact. Real English is flexible. In your head, you allow flexibility. Out loud, you demand perfection. That difference creates stress. Another reason English feels hard out loud is speed. People speak fast, and you feel like you must answer fast. But speed does not come from forcing. Speed comes from familiarity. You don't become fast by trying harder. You become fast by feeling comfortable. Think about your first language. You don't think about grammar. You don't think about words. They come naturally. English can feel the same, but it takes time. Let's talk about fear of mistakes. Many learners are afraid to make mistakes, but mistakes are not the problem. Silence plus fear is the problem. Mistakes mean you are speaking. Mistakes mean you are practicing. Every fluent speaker made thousands of mistakes. They didn't stop, and neither should you. Another thing that makes English hard out loud is comparison. You compare yourself to natives, to fluent speakers, to people who started before you. This comparison creates pressure, and pressure blocks speech. Your journey is your journey. Your speed is your speed, and that is okay. English sounds easy in your head because your brain is relaxed. English sounds hard out loud because your brain feels judged. The solution is not more grammar. The solution is more safety. You create safety by using simple English, short sentences, common words, clear ideas. You don't need to explain everything. You don't need long answers. One sentence is enough. 2 sentences are perfect. Another important thing is silence. Many learners fear silence. But silence is not bad. Silence is thinking time. Native speakers pause too. You can pause. You can breathe. You can think. English is not a race. When you remove the pressure to be fast, answers come faster naturally. Confidence grows slowly, one conversation at a time, one sentence at a time. Every time you speak English, even if it feels hard, your brain is learning. Little by little, English becomes familiar. Little by little, English becomes normal. And one day, you notice something. English still feels easy in your head, but now it also starts to come out more easily out loud. And this is an important moment, because this is when many learners realize something new. English was never the real problem. The real problem was pressure. When pressure is high, your brain protects itself. It slows you down. It blocks words. It creates fear. But when pressure is low, your brain opens. Words come back. This is why English feels easier when you are alone, when you talk to yourself, when you think, when you listen quietly. No pressure, no judgment. So the goal is simple. You need to bring that same calm feeling from your head to your voice. Let's talk about how to do that. First, accept this truth. You will never feel 100% ready. And that's okay. Fluency does not come from feeling ready. It comes from speaking anyway. Many learners wait to feel confident before speaking. But confidence comes after speaking, not before. So instead of asking, "Am I ready to speak?" ask, "Can I say something simple?" And the answer is always yes. Simple English is your bridge. It connects what you know to what you say. For example, instead of trying to explain everything, you can say, "I think so." "I don't think so." "I'm not sure." "Maybe." These phrases are powerful. They keep the conversation moving. Another important thing is repetition. When you repeat simple phrases many times, your brain stops thinking. It starts reacting. And reaction is speed. Speed does not come from studying more grammar. Speed comes from familiarity. Think about this. When you hear, "How are you?" you don't translate it anymore. You just answer. That is familiarity. You want that same feeling with more questions. This takes time and patience. Another thing to remember is this. People are not listening to your grammar. They are listening to your message. They want to understand you, not judge you. Most people are patient. Most people are kind. And even if someone is not, that is not your problem. Your job is not to be perfect. Your job is to communicate. Now let's talk about fear again. Fear does not disappear completely. Even fluent speakers feel nervous sometimes. The difference is they speak anyway. They don't wait for fear to go away. They move with it. You can do the same. You don't need courage without fear. You need courage with fear. Every time you speak English while feeling nervous, you train your brain. You teach it, "This is safe." And the next time, fear is smaller. This is how confidence grows. Not suddenly, but gradually. Now imagine yourself 1 month from now. You still feel nervous sometimes, but you speak more. You pause less. You think less. Then imagine yourself 6 months from now. English still feels easy in your head, but now it also feels more natural out loud. This is realistic. This is possible. You don't need talent. You don't need special ability. You need consistency. Even 5 minutes a day helps. Listening, repeating, Speaking to yourself. English becomes a habit, and habits remove fear. Let me remind you of something important. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Everyone who speaks English well today was once where you are now. Confused, nervous, overthinking. They didn't quit. And you don't have to quit either. English is not a wall. It's a door. And you already have the key. Use simple words. Use calm voice. Use patience. You don't need to rush. You don't need to impress. You just need to keep going. And one day, you will notice something beautiful. You are speaking, not perfectly, but comfortably. And comfort is fluency. Final thoughts. Remember this. English sounds easy in your head because you understand more than you think. English feels hard out loud because fear speaks louder than words. Lower the fear, and the words will come. Be kind to yourself. Trust the process, and keep practicing. Thank you for listening. Keep learning, keep speaking, and keep moving forward. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with someone who is learning English, and don't forget to subscribe. Follow me for more English content, more practice, and more real-life English. Thank you for watching.